Good evening and welcome. Just start counting from today because in less than 365 days, Delhi will be among the 21 cities across the country, which according to the Niti Aayog report is going to run out. And I'm repeating this, run out of groundwater. The luxury that you have today of washing your car, just using a water pipe for your garden, all that will be at risk because the minimum water supply, even for drinking needs, would be difficult to cope up. If this is not alarming enough, we will put out one of the biggest problem in this whole cycle of the earth being completely sucked dry. The illegal water being, in fact, borewells being used in the national capital, going absolutely unchecked, authorities completely keeping a blind eye at that. If me and you don't raise our voice, in less than a year, our children will be asking the question, why didn't we take any action? We'll give you this alarming investigation that has been conducted by the Special Investigation Team of India today. I'm holding a very, very alarming report in my hand, which says that not only the groundwater in Delhi is going to run out, but there are areas in the national capital where you have to now dig up to 40 meters, not 40 feet, to in fact reach to the groundwater level. Over-concretization is one reason. The other big reason is the water mafia. The water mafia, which is exploiting Delhi's underground water as the sun is at its peak in Delhi. The water mafia has deepened the water crisis in the national capital, with authorities looking the other way. Take a look at this very alarming India Today special investigation report. Cartloads of jars snake through narrow alleys. Young men, even children, haul thick pipes into the bubble tops, their one end attached to bowels. Welcome to the national capital's illegal water plants. With the sun at its peak, the heat blazing and utility taps running dry. That's how Delhi's water mafia steals the resources from the ground and sells it across the part city in fake package supplies. Remember, Delhi is facing a crippling water shortage of 300 million gallons of drinking water every single day. In these congested enclaves along the Yamuna River, shadow syndicates are bridging the gap through illegal withdrawal of groundwater. Worse, the treatment is substandard. No permit, no safety certifications. Enormous quantities of water go waste every day. But the business is profitable. So what is it that we have found, we have established as far as our sting operation is concerned? I just want to quickly revisit the big takeaways from the big sting operation that we are putting out at this point of time. Water mafia is stealing groundwater. Already the situation is precarious. As I told you, this report which I am holding in my hand, there are in fact 20 more leased in Delhi. There are overexploited zones which outnumber the safe zones across the city. No permits, no safety standards. This water is being supplied all across. How do you know that this water is safe for drinking? We don't know. Does this water in any way meets any standard? We don't know because nobody is checking that. Revelation number 3, illegal plants are stealing electricity as well. Electricity right now, in fact, a huge issue in the national capital with people calling out the Kejriwal government for increasing the prices. Sheila Dikshit also went and met the chief minister, though the government of Delhi claims that the prices of the electricity in Delhi is among the lowest across the country. Is anyone checking this loot of electricity as well in the capital? We don't know. Water mafia bribing the police. Nothing happens without the collusion of the police. And what we have established, at least the investigation should also look into why in this area, in the Jamia Nagar, the police has turned a blind eye to this blatant violation. Groundwater restrictions floated. There is, remember, from June 1st, 2019, the water conservation fee has also been introduced on the areas which are overdrawing from the earth. All that, nobody cares, nobody is even bothered, nobody is even scared. Let me now very quickly just introduce our guest on the show at this point of time. Pratyush Kant, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party with us. Raghav Chadda of the Aam Aadmi Party also joining us on the broadcast. We also have on the show Mr. K Siddhartha, environmentalist, water conservationist, who is with me in the studio here. Are the illegal borewells minuscule part of the water problem in the national capital?
No, not at all. If the government tries to solve the problem, and if it is known that this is the basic cause of the problem, it can easily be solved. This is the basics of a water governance. Most of the people who happen to be talking about it, they are not in a position to understand what water governance is going to be all about.
Okay.
It's part of environmental governance, and when you go on to know that the situation in April, May and June is going to be without rains. There will be no recharge of the groundwater. Then that's the first step that they have to take is to make a plan for that part. That has failed. Second part is they can always go on to fit their pipelines with the GPS so that they can go on to know from where exactly the water is being withdrawn illegally.
Right.
That's the second part. The third is they can always go on to empower the citizens so that the people can go on to be in association with.
I'm sorry, I'm out of time on this. I wanted more time on this, but we are in fact bound by certain commitments. That story is alarming to say the least. You may keep fighting about taking Arvind Kejriwal names of the BJP. The fact is over-concretization and overdrawing of water is a big problem. All of us will have to work together, or else these discussions will be absolutely fruitless. They'll be futile. But in 1 year, all of us will be struggling for water. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining me on the broadcast. News and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned.